Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Chelsea and I'm a first time mum to Rose. It's been a while since I uploaded a video, but I have been bogged down with uni work and colds. If I sound a bit nasally, it's because my daughter has passed on her 100th cold that she has got from nursery to me. Yay! So yeah, in today's video I'm going to be talking about our weaning journey, like mistakes that I've made and the essentials that work really well for us. So let's get into it. So our daughter started like showing interest in food around 4 months, I would say, but that's just too early in my opinion to start weaning. One Instagram account that I got a wealth of information from, scientifically backed research from, was Solid Start. So if you're about to start your weaning journey or you're already on your weaning journey and I don't know, you're encountering some difficulties or you have questions about things, it sounds like I'm like selling their website, but it's Solid Starts. Like, they are amazing. They give so much good information, and a lot of what I do is guided by stuff that they post, and it's all research and evidence based. So yeah, Solid Starts was where I guess I didn't start there, but that's where I sort of continued on. So let me just give you a little background. So yeah, at 4 months she's showing interest in food. However, there's like certain things that they have to beat to actually start weaning. So showing interest in food is one of them. Being able to sit up unassisted or like barely unassisted, so they can't be like rocking all over the place. And I can't remember what the other one is, but yeah, so she got there around 4 months. She was showing interest in food but couldn't obviously sit up on her own. She got there at 5 months, but I still thought it was a bit too early, so then I think we started at like 5.5 months. I was really excited. Like, I was like, can't wait till she eats food. But I'm gonna tell you now, just wait, okay? Don't rush it, because once they start weaning, then it's another additional thing that you have to do as a parent. It's cleaning, cooking, planning meals, whereas before that you're just like bottle feeding or maybe breastfeeding, so it's not as much work, just being honest here. So yeah, take your time, don't rush, just start when your baby meets those guidelines or whenever you feel is ready. However, the scientific research says that you shouldn't start at a very early age, and I know that's really common in some cultures, but you shouldn't, because it actually affects the digestive system and babies aren't really ready for that yet. Anyways, so yeah, we're about to start weaning now. I've taken my advice from people, and I guess I did do a lot of research before I came onto the Solid Start sort of website and Instagram. I didn't do a lot of research, so I was just taking info from like Instagram accounts that I'd seen with like these fancy plates, you know, the ones I'm talking about, where they have like the sectional plates and really perfect looking food. And I also was like, she should, because like traditionally baby rice or whatever, or cereal, is like the first thing that babies try. So I went out, bought the baby rice from Hip Organic. I was like, need the best one, this is the best one. And I remember giving her first taste and she was like, what the hell is this? And then maybe like a week later, I followed this Instagram account that talked about sleep and they recommended Solid Start. So then I got in there and they said that you don't need to give your baby cereal, baby rice. It doesn't have any nutritional value. It's bland and it's not really like it's not similar to what we would eat normally, because the point of weaning is to get your child to get onto normal foods that you eat, and baby rice is not that. It doesn't promote any sort of motor skills, it doesn't teach them how to chew, how to swallow. They already know how to swallow, you know, but obviously weaning on actual food teaches them new skills. So I was like, I just wasted money on baby rice. So that was the first mistake I made. Baby rice, it has no nutritional value, doesn't teach them any new skills. So in my opinion, there's no point in using it, and there's lots of research to show that there isn't any point in using it. It's just another marketing ploy to get our money out of our pockets. If you want to start with something like baby rice, just do porridge. Make it really runny, and it's basically the same thing, but with porridge you can obviously add nutritional value. Like, you can add chia seeds, little sprinklings of stuff. If it's your baby like first time, you can use it with breast milk. So yeah, first mistake I made was buying baby rice. So then we'll move on to the actual products. So this was the first sort of like cup thing that I bought for Rose to try water out of. I think we've used this like twice, I'm not lying, because then I came upon Solid Starts and they were like, open cups better because it teaches the baby how to obviously control the water, how to hold things, which is what they do later on when they get older. They drink from an open cup. So if you teach those skills earlier, then it's easier down the line. So yeah, this is a Tommee Tippee cup, like just an all, I don't know what you call this, a sippy cup? I don't know. But yeah, so this is what I started off with, and then I was like, I don't, from what I've seen, like open cups are better for teaching them skills that they will actually use further on, like, and drinking from this, like using that sort of like mouth movement is very different to drinking from an open cup, obviously. So yeah, I was like, okay, this isn't going to work for us, we're going to try something different. So then I moved on to this, and this is the Doddl open cup, and I would say this was good. However, obviously we started at 5.5 months. Rose was still quite small. She's still small, but she had small hands, and this is actually quite big. Like I could drink out of this as like an adult, so this is quite big. So I'm keeping this for when she gets older. So I then moved on to this. So as you can see, this is so much smaller, made for tiny little hands, and this is the EZPZ Cup. So with this, yeah, I found that it was, yeah, oh gosh, just fell. I found that the mouth was just too big, so when she put it up, although it's like slanted, a bit too much would come out and it would go up her nose, and it wasn't pleasant. So this is amazing, and I was like, there's no way that she's going to be able to like bring it to her mouth and drink, but she knew how to do it, and with practice, this holds like 1 ounce of water, but with practice, she's just now amazing at using it. So yeah, so we went from these 3 different things and we're now on this, and this works amazing. Once she gets older, I definitely am gonna put her back onto this because it can obviously hold more water, and I feel like she'll learn how to control it better as she grows. Now onto cutlery. So the first set of like eating things that I bought was this. These are like little spoons, and I was like, this will be good because it's tiny. It's also like it had like a little like dip in the spoon, so I thought this would be good for her. However, it's too flexible. I felt like it just wasn't doing the job, and in terms of like scooping up the food wouldn't stay on it and it would fall off before it got to her mouth. I wasn't really sure. I feel like with spoons and stuff, you had to do lots of trial and error. So these were the first ones I got. These were baby spoons, and obviously because I did baby-led weaning, so I'd like fill it up and just like guide it to her mouth or leave it for her to try and do the action. However, yeah, just didn't work. If you want to try it out, but I'm just obviously letting you know my mistakes so that you can maybe make different decisions, not better ones, just different ones, more informed decisions. So yeah, I bought these spoons. I wouldn't say they were the best, and I also bought these. So this is a Tommee Tippee 4-month plus spoon. I will link everything down below. And this works best. It still doesn't have, I find that with baby spoons, they don't have that much of like a dip, so it kind of makes it hard for the baby to like scoop or do things. But also she eats most things with her hands except for porridge and yogurt, and I would feed her them, but now she's actually learning to use the spoon to like bring it to her mouth. That's like a coordinated action that takes a lot of time. So I would say like, don't worry too much about cutlery and spoons and forks and knives. Like your baby will do that later on. It's all about them actually learning to touch the food, bring the food to their mouth and actually chew it. Like if you think about those actions, it's quite a lot to figure out as a baby. So yeah, I would say cutlery is obviously important, spoons, whatever, plates, but to be honest, what I just do is put the food on the Highchair, and that's what obviously I forgot to mention. The Highchair, obviously it's not in here, I'm in her room with her little stuffed toys at the back. The Highchair I got from Aldi. I wanted the, what is it called? I wanted the Stoke Trip Trap Highchair, but it comes with a very pricey, it's very pricey, but I was going to go for that until I saw someone post like a very similar Highchair from Aldi, and it was £50 or £60 or something like that, and my mum gifted it to us, so I was like, let's go with this. It works amazing. I will link it down below. It goes out of stock a lot because a lot of people like this. I didn't go for like a plastic one because I didn't want it to get stained by like beetroot and like if we eat tomato based sauces and stuff like that, and this works super duper well. I just wipe it down after every use. I'll put a little video here so you can see what it looks like. I don't think it's clean at the moment, but I'll clean it and then put a video in. So yeah, in terms, that's like my sort of 2 cents on cutlery. However, I will say that we've now moved on to this because Rose has been showing an interest in cutlery. She always wants my forks. I'm like, oh, let me go buy her own forks. She still wants my fork. But anyways, these work really good, and these are good for little hands. I saw these recommended online. I don't know how to pronounce this, but this is what the word is, and I'll link it down below. They're really good. Like, the ergonomics of these is just amazing. Like, Rose can like stick it in and bring it to her mouth. So it does actually come with a knife as well, but I didn't think she's ready for a knife. Like, there's a set that you can buy with a baby safe knife, and it's kind of wide and they can like cut things, but I think, yeah, that's when she's a bit older. So these are the cutlery that we've now moved on to. She wants my cutlery, she doesn't want her own cutlery, even though I bought these especially for her, and she can actually use like the adult cutlery to bring the food to her mouth, but I'm gonna continue offering these just to encourage her to use these. So yes, we're on to these now. These are, as it says on the box, for 1 to 5 year olds. She's now learnt the skill of bringing like it with cutlery to her mouth. So once your baby can do that, then I feel like then you can start worrying a lot about, you know, what cutlery, what spoons, whatever. And onto like things to eat with. So this is from the same brand as this cup. This is a Doddl bowl. It suctions to the Highchair. I don't suction anything to the Highchair. I really wanted those fancy plates with the sectionals and all that. However, Rose just throws it off. Like, as you know, babies, they will be interested in the bowl and everything, or she's interested in the food, but this is very fascinating for her. So she wants to just like pull it off. And yeah, I'm not here for that because she's gonna throw it on the floor. So I normally just put her food in here, like when I get it, serve it from the pot, and then I'll keep the bowl on the side. I'll take the food out of the bowl bit by bit and then just put it on the Highchair. But as she's now learning to like scoop things from a bowl, she has learned that skill as well, which is so amazing. This will come in handy for like when we go out to eat somewhere, or for when she gets older and we're sitting all at the table together, she can just use this bowl. And yeah, as it suctions, and also it's got like, I don't know if you could tell on camera, but it's got like a dip, so you can like she was doing that, like you can actually use the side to like get the food up, which children find hard sometimes if you can't like do that. It's really funny because obviously as adults we don't think of these things, but yeah, children are very clever and these little things help them to progress more. The last two things which I'll mention is a mat. So I do have a mat that I put under the Highchair because we don't have laminate floors upstairs, so then obviously it will go onto the carpet, and weaning is messy. Children make mess, but it's good. That's how they learn and explore things. So I got this mat from Amazon. It is not clean, just being real right now, so I can't show you, but I will link it down below. It's just a mat, like it sticks onto the floor. You can wipe it down or you can put it in the washing machine. I normally just pop it in the washing machine after a couple of days and on a quick wash, and then it dries overnight or within a few hours. So it's really good for just catching up mess. And then sometimes we also use it for like painting, or if we're sitting outdoors you can just spread it down and it works well for that. The last thing is this bib, which has got a bit of porridge on it from this morning, but this is really good. So I did start off with like a bib, like a coverall sort of bib. It wasn't the Bibadoo ones, it was just a one that like, it's like if you're painting or whatever. I don't have it because I threw it away, it got too small. But it was like really tight on her arms and I feel like it kind of restricted her. So I just switched to this. Like I saw people recommend online like Silicone Bibs, and this works really well. It's got like different obviously attachments, like you can obviously move it out as your child grows, and it catches all of her food really good. Like it's just amazing at catching the food so it doesn't drop on the floor, and then she's like picks it out from the bib as well, or we can pick it out and put it back when she thinks that all her food is gone, but really it's just in her bib. So yeah, these are my essentials that I use every single day for our weaning journey, and yeah, I think it's gone great so far. And I'll make another video on like my hacks and tips for making meals, because I love cooking and I love cooking for Rose. So that's it. I'll link everything down below. I hope you found this video helpful, and if you're about to start, then just enjoy the journey. It's messy, but it's also fun seeing your baby learn lots of different things. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.